All right. Hello, guys. Greetings to everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back to Shacking Hour right here on my science tutorials. Today we have something very interesting for you guys. Are we okay? So, just like yesterday, we are looking at some mathematics questions that are really tough. Okay, but we are looking at them and try to find the solutions to this problem. Are we okay? So today we are back, and guys, for those of you who are watching, let me know the country you're watching from, and then I'll give a shout out to the members of that beautiful country. So just comment your name and the country you're watching from in the live chat, and we will interact from there. So just like I said, today we will still be looking at some mathematics problem. Are you okay? So can you solve it? How tough is your math skills? How confident are you in your mathematics skills? Are you okay? Can you solve it? Okay, or basically, can you solve maths? Let me put it that way. If you can solve math and you are confident in yourself that you can solve math, this is the platform for you. Where I give you questions, I give you some short, limited amount of time, like 2 or 3 minutes, and then you give it a go. Are you okay? Most of the questions are objective or multiple choice questions that you can easily answer, but it depends on how good you are in mathematics. Are you okay? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I would wait for uh, most of our guys and most of our viewers to join so that we can proceed from there. Uh, so I'm waiting for more people to join so that we can begin. Are you okay? Now, if you are watching this video and you feel like the math questions that are about to come, a friend or a colleague needs it, please make sure to share the link uh, with them so that they can follow us and enjoy the live stream. Are we okay? All right. So like I said, I will, you know what, whilst we are waiting, let me write a question on the board so that we'll be brainstorming about that question whilst we wait for most people to join. Okay. So seems like our main students are not in yet, but for the meantime, let's give it a go. Let's have a very simple question, and then we give it a go. Okay, so the first question we have for the day is what is the largest integral value? What is the largest integral value of n such that the quadratic equation m squared minus 8m plus n will have two distinct real solutions. Okay, all right, so this is the first question that we have for the day, and then Kunal has joined. So hello Kunal, welcome back. I was actually waiting for you. So I'm glad you joined. All right. So we have option A, 7, option B, 15, option C, 25, then option D, 16. So Kuno, just for your information, these are part of the questions that you gave to me. So we are still on it. We are still solving it. And this is the first question that I have for us today. So let's give it a try. Okay, so Kuno, let's give it a try. Let's solve this problem. and let me know your answer before we solve it together. Okay, so I'll read the question once again. What is the largest integral value of n such that the quadratic equation m squared minus 8m plus n will have two distinct real roots? Okay, so that is the problem that we have for today. And we have option A, 7, option B is 15, option C is 25, and then option D is 16. So guys, this is the problem we have for today, and let's give it a go. If you are done solving, you can just let me know your answer in the comment section. In the comment section or in the live chat, and then we can proceed from there. Kunal, do you have anything for me, or we should solve it together? Okay, so we will give. Okay, he's saying we should solve, so we dive right into it. All right, very good. So let's look at the solution to this problem. So I write down my solution. Okay, so we've been given a quadratic equation of the form m squared minus 8m plus n. And then the question said, what is the largest integral value of n such that the quadratic equation will have two distinct real roots? Now, in quadratic equation, for you to have a distinct real root, it means that your discriminant, okay, should be greater than 0. Okay, so in quadratic equations, once your discriminant is greater than 0, we say that your equation has two distinct real roots. Are you okay? Now, what is the discriminant? I just said discriminant should be greater than 0. What is the discriminant? The discriminant can be found by using the formula b squared minus 4ac, and that should be greater than 0. Are we okay? So this is the expression that we have for the discriminant. But if we look through our equation given to us, from here we can deduce the value of our a, b, and c and put it into this formula to get our answer. So if I look at the equation, the value of my a, let me write them down. The value of my a is the coefficient of the m squared. So that is 1. Okay, because we only have 1 here. For the b is the coefficient of the m. So that will be -8. So I have -8 over here. And then the c is the value standing alone, which is the n in this case. So we have n over here. So now that we have all these three parameters, all we have to do is to substitute into this expression and solve it. Then we get our answer. So Kunal is saying 16. Yes, it's correct. You are correct. Okay, you are correct. The answer is 16. So let's look at that. We now have b squared, which is -8 squared minus 4 into bracket. A is 1 multiplied by c, which is n. And then we have this. So as 8 squared, -8 squared will give me 64, minus 4 multiplied by 1 will give me 4, and then this. Are we okay? So over here, I will maintain my n here and send the 64 to the other side of the equal to sign. So I have minus 4n, and then I have 64 here. To find n, we divide by negative, and we divide by negative. Now, once you divide by negative in inequality, the sign will change its position. So therefore, the n will now be less than 16. Are you okay? the n will not be less than 60, and this becomes our answer. So if you look through the possible options, option D, which is 16, is the correct answer for this particular example. All right, so now that we have that, let's proceed with another problem. Another very simple problem. So here we have, for what value of k will the pair of equations 7x plus 4y is equal to 12 and kx plus 12y is equal to 30 have a unique solution? All right, guys, so this is the next problem we have. So we have, for what value of k will the pair of equations 7x plus 4y is equal to 12 and kx plus 12y is equal to 30 have a unique solution? So the possible options that we have over here is option A, k is equal to 15, option B, k is equal to 30, option C, k is equal to 11, then option D, we have all of the above. Okay, so this is the problem that we have. Let's go ahead and look at the solution to this problem. So Kunal, I will give you 2 minutes to attempt the question and then leave the answer in the live chat. And then from there, we can proceed to look at the solution altogether. So guys, for those of us who are also watching, please, let's go ahead and solve the problem. Are you okay? Let's not just leave it to Kunal alone. Let's solve it together. Okay, and guys, don't forget to like the stream, okay? Like and subscribe. Subscribe down below. Subscribe. So we have, for what value of k will the pair of equations 7x plus 4y is equal to 12 and kx plus 12y is equal to 30 have a unique solution? So Kunal, should we solve it together? Okay, so let's do it together. All right. So for this particular problem, for us to have a unique solution, okay, for a unique solution, okay, we have A1 divided by A2 should not be equal to B1, okay, divided by B2. That is the condition. For us to have a unique solution, we are saying that A1, A2 should not be equal to B1, B2, the ratio of these two. Now, what is A1, B1? The first term, the X term here is A1, and then this becomes A2. The Y term here becomes B1. The Y term here becomes B2. All right, so if we look at it, it means that our A1, okay, is equal to the 7 near the x, 7x over here, the 7 becomes a1. Then a2 is the value of the k in the second equation. So that is k. And then our b1 is the 4y over here. The 4y, the coefficient, which is just 4, is the b1. And then the b2 is the 12 here in the second equation, 12. So basically, this whole equation is equal to a1, which is 7, over a2, which is k, should not be equal to b1, which is 4, over b2, which is 12. Are we okay? So from here, this implies that I can maintain here 7 over k. This is not equal to 4 will divide itself 1. It will go into 12 3 times. So I have here 1 over 3. So if I cross multiply from here, k1 multiplied by 1 is still k. And then this is not equal to 7 multiplied by 3. And so therefore, our final expression or our final answer over here will be k is not equal to 21 as our answer. So basically, the value of k that we are looking for is 21. Right, that is option C is supposed to be 21. Okay, option C is supposed to be 21, and that is the correct answer. Kunal, I hope we are on the same page. And for the other guys who are also watching, I hope we understand. Guys, are we okay? Can I continue? Kunal, can I continue? Guys, do we understand? Okay, Kunal seems to be having network issue. Okay, but I hope you understand how I got this. We are saying that for us to have a unique solution, it means a1 over a2 should not be equal to b1 over b2. That is what we are saying. Are you okay? So if that is the case, I've already explained that a1, b1 can be found in the first equation. So the coefficient of the x term is the a1, the coefficient of the y term is the b1. Then when we come to the equation 2, the coefficient of the x term is a2, the coefficient of the y term is b2. So we just need to do that substitution and we will get this as our answer. K is not equal to 21. So our value here is option C as the correct answer. Right. So I believe that to be the case. And your network issue will be rectified very soon. I believe that. All right, so let's have a look at another question. Let me give you another question. This is quite a tricky question, so please pay attention. This question is a little bit tricky. All right, so we have if a plus 2b is equal to 3c and 2a plus 3b is equal to 9c, okay, and the ratio of a is to c is equal to m is to n, okay, where m and n are co-prime. We have to find m plus n. Are we okay? So this is the question. It looks simple on the outside, but it's very tricky. Are you okay? All right, option A, we have 9. Option B, we have 10. Option C, we have 7. And then option D, we have 6. All right, so these are the possible options that we have for this particular question, and that is the question. Let's give it a go. Oh, okay. Kunal is asking the answer of the last question. So Kunal, I'm sure you are lagging behind, so you can either move the stream forward so you catch up to me, or this is the answer for the last one. You can still see K is not equal to 21, or option C, basically. I hope you can see that. So that is the answer to the last question. So Kunal, do you want me to go through this question again? Should I go through again? All right. You also say mine is also 21. Yes. So 21 is the answer. Are we okay? Very good. So now we can proceed to the next question. So this is the next question. This is what we have. If A plus 2B is equal to 3C and 2A plus 3B is equal to 9C, where the ratio of A is to C is equal to M is to N, and M and N are co-prime, we have to find M plus N. That is the question that we have. So this question is a little bit tricky, so take your time and do the calculation. So maybe 4 to 5 minutes should be fine for us to solve that problem. Guys, we have a question on the board. So for those of us who are just joining, let's try our hands on the question. Okay? Or you can just let me know. Hi, Kunal. So yes, we are solving this question. So if you want us to solve it together, we can go ahead. Else, then try and give me an option, whether A, B, C, or D, and then we can continue. Oh, guys, anyone? Just guess. Take a guess. Whether A, B, C, or D. Just take a guess. You may be right. Oh, Kunal, I don't have network issue. Everything seems to be working fine at my end. I don't have network issue. I actually don't have network issues. If I had, the stream would have cut by now. So I don't have network issues. All right, so we have 1 more minute. Um, After that, then we look at the solution to this problem together. All right, so let's just proceed to look at the solution to this particular problem. Okay, so we have if a plus 2b is equal to 3c and 2a plus 3b is equal to 9c, and a is to c is equal to m is to n, where m and n are co-prime, we are to find m plus n. Okay, let's look at what we have for this particular problem. So, yes. Okay. So the first thing we need to look at, let's write down the solution. The first thing we have is we have this equation a plus 2b is equal to 3c. We can label this as equation 1. Then we have 2a plus 3b is equal to 9c. We can label this as equation 2. And also we have an expression, they say the ratio of a is to c is equal to m is to n. And the question is saying we are to find m plus n. Now, if I look through all I have, I can see that the two equations given to me, m and n, are not there. I only have a, b, and c. Am I okay? So, and I also have the expression, the ratio of a to c is equal to the ratio of m to n. So what it tells me is that, first of all, the first thing I should focus on finding is the value of a and c. I will ignore the b. I need to find a and c. I can even find the b, but I need a and c. Those are my priority. So once I find the value of a and c by solving this simultaneous equation, I am going to get the ratio of m and n automatically. So the first thing is I find the value of a. After that, I find the value of c. Then I find their ratio. Okay, and that ratio will become the ratio of m is to n. Then I now add m and n together to get my final answer. That is how this problem will be solved. All right, so the first thing we do over here is that if I look through equation 1 and equation 2, I see that if I multiply equation 1 by 2, I'm going to get an equation that I can easily cancel with equation 2. So the first step I'll take over here, step 1, let me put it this way, is to multiply equation 1 by 2. Okay, so if I do that, if I multiply equation 1 by 2, I'll get 2a plus 4b is equal to 6c. Are we okay? So this becomes, let's say, equation 3. So let me rewrite this side over here. Well, so this would be 4b is equal to 6c. So this is what I have for equation 3. So now that I have this as equation 3, the next thing I'll do is that the next step, step 2, okay, is equation 2 minus equation 3. I'll subtract equation 3 from equation 2. So if I do that, let me take the equation 2. Equation 2 is 2a plus 3b is equal to 9c. So minus equation 3, which is the new equation, is also 2a plus 4b is equal to 6c. So if I do the subtraction, 2a at the top minus the 2a at the bottom will give me 0. So I leave that. I have 3b at the top minus 4b. That will give me negative b. And this will be equal to 9c minus 6c will give me 3c. Are we okay? This will give me minus b is equal to what? 3c. And so from here, remember I said that over here, our focus is not on finding the value of b. Our focus is on finding a and c. Are you okay? So from here, I will make c the subject. So I'll divide both sides by 3. Divide both sides by 3. So therefore, the value of my c is equal to minus b over 3. Are you okay? The value of my b becomes minus b on 3. Now that I have that as my next equation, I'll put the value of c back into equation 1. So putting c into equation 1. Remember, my equation 1 is a plus 2b is equal to 3c. And then the c I just found is minus b over 3. So if I do the substitution back, this is what I'll get. I'll get a plus 2b is equal to 3. Then in place of the c, I'll put minus b over 3 over here. Are we okay? So I have here a plus 2b will be equal to, the 3 here will cancel the 3 here. So I'll get minus b over here. So over here, if I proceed, I have my a to be equal to minus b minus 2b. Okay? And that will give me a is equal to minus 3b. So now I have the value of a and c. Are you okay? I have the value of a, I have the value of c. Remember, they did say that the ratio of a is to c is equal to m is to n. So we have to find m plus n. Okay? So now that I have the ratio of c and a, let's do that together. So the ratio of a is to c will be equal to, for a, it is minus 3b is to c, which is minus b over 3. Are we okay? So from here, I have minus 3b. This is a division, right? So it will be divided by minus b over 3. And so if we want to get rid of the division sign and turn it to multiplication, we need to reciprocate this side. So we have minus 3b multiplied by the 3 comes to the top, and then minus b is now at the bottom. Are you okay? So here automatically the negative will cancel each other out. I have negative, I have 3b at the top multiplied by 3. So which will give me 9b all over b. Are we okay? So if I cancel out the b and then the b, I will have 9 divided by 1, which means that the ratio of a is to c is equal to 9 is to 1. Are we okay? From the expression that I have, this is my expression. Okay? This therefore means that my a is to c Let me rewrite that well. This means that the ratio of A is to C, which is equal to M is to N, implies that M is to N is also equal to 9 is to 1. And the question demands that we find M plus N, which will be equal to 9 plus 1. And so therefore that will give us the value of 10. Are we okay? So the correct answer over here for this particular problem is 10. So if we go back to the possible choice question, we have option A, which is 9, option B, which is 10, which is our correct answer, and then the rest are not correct. Okay, so yes, so this is the solution to this particular problem. It seems Kunal is still having problem with his network, so he's unable to join. That's so sad. Since most of the questions are his, so his absence here is not really a good thing. So guys, anyone that has a question, anyone who needs further explanation or understanding? Guys, let's interact with me. Or I should add more questions. All right, so since Kunal is not here, we will still continue. Okay, we'll still continue. So let's look at the next question that we have. The next question I have, this is quite long. The digits of a certain number n are reversed to get another number m, which is a prime number, Okay, full stop. The prime number just less than m is p. If twice the sum of m and p gives the value 136, find n. So this is the question. Now we have possible option A is 53, option B is 73, option C is 13, then option D is 71. So yes, guys, let's attempt this question. Are we okay? So I'll write down the solution to this problem. All right, so if we look through this problem really well, we are saying that the digits of a certain number n are reversed. Okay, so if it is 21, the 21 has been reversed, it became 12. So we don't know the number yet, but we know it has been reversed to get another number m, which is a prime number. So when we reverse the number n, you get another number which we are calling m, and that m is a prime number. Now the prime number less than the m is p. So you know prime numbers, number that has 1 and itself as a factor. So the next prime number, the prime number immediately less than that prime number is p. So it means that from the prime number p, you move to the next prime number m. Are you okay? Now, if twice the sum of m and p gives 136, find n. So yeah, so far the only thing we know is that we have a prime number which we are calling n. Sorry, we have a number n. When you reverse it, it becomes a prime number. And that prime number is the prime number after another prime number that we call p. Are you okay? And we know that twice the first prime number and the prime number less than that will give us 136. So we have to find the original number that was reversed. So we go with this expression. So the first thing we do is that we notice that they say twice the sum of p and m and p gives you 136. So at least let's start from there. So we have 2m plus p is equal to 136. That is what we have. So this twice the sum of m and p, twice the sum of m and p. So it is 2 into bracket m plus p. Okay, it's twice the sum of m and p. Okay, so we have 2 into bracket m plus p, or we can rewrite this as 2m plus 2p is equal to 136. Are we okay? So now that we have this, we can proceed. But let's simplify this, right? So if I divide both sides by 2, 2, and 2, I'll get m plus p to be equal to half of 136 is 68. Are we okay? So now at this point, we have the expression m plus p is equal to 68. Now, remember, m is a prime number, p is also a prime number. And then m is the next higher prime number immediately after p. So now we have to think, what are the prime numbers that we have, okay, that are very close to each other, the next consecutive prime numbers, that if you add them, you get 68. Okay, that becomes our question to answer. Guys, anyone to give us what they think? So we have two prime numbers, two consecutive prime numbers that when you add, you get 68. Anyone? Guys, let's engage with me. Anyone? Okay. So for us to understand this, let me list the prime numbers that we have. Are you okay? So that we can look at it. So I'm going to use P as the prime numbers. Okay, in fact, let me use a different color so that it doesn't confuse anybody. And let me even write it somewhere else. Okay, so our prime numbers, let's look at the prime numbers that we have. We have 2 as a prime number, 3, 5, 7. We have 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, and it continues like that. Are we okay? So these are some of the prime numbers that we have. Now, which two consecutive prime numbers will give us 68? It has to be the two of them. Okay? One after the other, one after the other. Then they give us 68. So let's look at it 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So if I look at 2 and 3, obviously it will not give me 60. Okay? 68. 3 and 5 2 will not give me 68. No. 5 and 7 will not give me 68. So 11 and 13 will give me that is 24. It is not enough. 13 and 17, that will give me 30. No. 17 and 19, no. 23, 24, no. Are you okay? So what of 31, 37? So 31, 37 will give me 68. Yes. Are you okay? So it means that our prime numbers that we are looking for are 31 and 37. Okay. So the two consecutive prime numbers that equal 68 are 31 and 37. Are you okay? So it means the two consecutive prime numbers that are equal to 68 are 31 and 37. If that is the case, remember the m is the bigger prime number. So it means that our m is 37 and then our p is 31. Are you okay? So now we found the value of m, we found the value of p. Now, let's proceed. Now, the question is saying find n. We have to find n, which was the original number. Now, we know that the n was reversed to get m. So what it means is that if we take m and we reverse it, we should get the value of n. Are you okay? I'll take that again. We are saying that we know that the n was originally reversed to get m. Okay? Now, if we reverse that back, we will get the n. So therefore, it means that my m, which is 37, if I reverse 37, I'll get the n, which becomes 73. So therefore, the answer for this particular question is 73, which is option B. Are we okay? Awesome, awesome. So this is the answer for this particular problem. This is the answer for this particular problem. All right, guys, anything for me? Any question, anything you don't understand, anything you want me to explain again? Any question for me, guys? All right. So in the absence of any other question, and since Kunal is also not here, if we continue to solve the question, he might not be able to get the answers since the answers are from him. And since the engagement today is quite low, we'll likely end the stream here, because if I still continue, the engagement is not here. The students are not trying the questions because they are tougher. So yes, and today is Sunday, so everyone is tired. We need to rest and stuff like that. So I will bring the stream to an end at this point. Are you okay? I will just bring the stream to an end at this point. So guys, it has been amazing having you guys, and this is what Shacking Hour is all about. So like I said, Shacking Hour is a learning platform, or it's a platform where during times like this, where learning becomes very difficult when you are alone and you are having a lot of disruptions from your phone, your tablet, your messages and stuff like that, you come online using the same disruption and then you learn. Are you okay? So every day from Monday to Sunday, then from Monday to Friday, I stream at 7 p.m. GMT. Okay, from Monday to Friday, I stream at 7 p.m. GMT. So let me write that down. Okay, so that we can see. So I stream every day. I stream every day, but on Mondays to Fridays, on Mondays to Fridays, okay, the stream is at 7 o'clock p.m. GMT. Are you okay? And then on the weekends, which is Saturday and Sunday, Saturday to Sunday, I try to do it earlier in the day so that students will join. So I do that at 2 p.m. GMT. By looking at the engagement, I'm thinking of changing the time to much later in the evening, probably like maybe 5 p.m. GMT. Okay, so any of this, so I'll decide within the week and let you guys know. But as it stands right now, Saturday, Sunday, the stream is at 2 o'clock p.m. GMT, and then on Mondays to Fridays it is at 7 p.m. GMT. And then the topics we cover during the stream, the topics we cover include mathematics, which you guys have seen a lot of. We treat mathematics, we treat physics, we treat chemistry, okay? And then after we learn and all that, we also deal with past questions, very necessary. Past questions, okay? And then student discussions. If you have any challenge as a student and you want to have a discussion with me or others who are also joining on the stream, you want to have a discussion with us, this is the right platform for you. We are all students, we are all learning, and then we learn together, we learn from each other, and then we also connect. Are you okay? Yes. So Mondays to Fridays it's at 7 p.m. GMT, and then from Saturday to Sunday it's at 2 o'clock p.m. GMT. I may change it to 5 o'clock p.m. GMT, but that is still under consideration. Okay, like I said, the topics we look at mainly are mathematics, physics, and chemistry. We look at the theory as well as the questions that come on it. So both multiple choice questions and then subjective questions or calculation or written questions. We look at that, past questions as well, and then we also have a student forum for discussion where we interact with students and then students also interact with me. All right, guys. So yes, that is what Shacking Hour is. Like I said, Shacking Hour is every day. Every day I try to stream every day, and I'll be here every day from Monday to Friday. Okay, so we have a new person joining. I'm new here, man, hoping to learn from you. Okay, Hausen. So Hausen, did you watch the questions we solved earlier? By the way, you are welcome. So welcome. Let me welcome you first. So you are welcome. But did you solve or did you see the questions we solved earlier? Or you just joined right now when I was talking about the time for the stream? Hausen? Okay, very good, very good. So Hausen, since you are here, let me show you what some of the things that we do. So just a quick one. All right. So Hausen, I don't know the course you are studying in school, but if it's science related, are you okay? You can see we have physics. This is the past questions on physics. Okay. So we have the physics past questions and answers, both objective and subjective. So we delve into all of them. Are you okay? Oh, okay. So Hausen is saying you started with us, but because you're okay. So the questions I was solving today are particularly difficult. Are you okay? They are for MBA students who are about to write their entrance exam to be admitted into postgraduate MBA. That is for Indian students. So they call it CAT. That is Common Assessment Test, I believe. Yeah, so it's a little bit difficult. Are you okay? But we have a much simpler questions which will be starting tomorrow. Tomorrow on the live stream from 7 p.m. GMT, we will be solving simpler questions, high school level questions, okay? Both subjective and objectives, right? So I'll write the questions, write a possible choice. Then you guys, like we've been doing, you have the option to give me any of the answers, possible answers that you think is the correct answer, and then we solve it together. That is how I roll. And if you have a particular topic that is very difficult for you, you don't understand, okay? Instead of just jumping into the past question, you want me to teach you so that you understand the concept behind it before we start teaching, I'm all available, I'm all ears. So all you have to do is just comment the question in the live chat. I'll take note of it, and then we schedule a time, we have the stream, and then we look at the theory. We look at what you need to know, the formulas you need to keep in mind, and then how you prepare by solving questions on that particular topic. Okay, so Hausen, you are welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for always being with the stream. I believe you've subscribed to the channel so that anytime I go live, you will be notified that we are live. And also, the main channel, we have the main channel, which is the My Science Tutorial platform that I'm currently streaming at. So you guys can see that if you go to our main page, we have a lot of videos on physics, mathematics, biology, and chemistry. Okay, so you can go to our playlist, select one of the playlists, and then you watch the videos. Just search for any topic at all, you will see them over there. Should you not see it, just write in any of the comments for any of the videos. Just comment the topic, I will look at it. Obviously, I'll prepare the video lessons for you. Are you okay? It's all for free, you don't have to pay. Now we also have a membership page over there, but the membership is for exclusive PowerPoint presentation tutorials. So if you want to be amazing at PowerPoint presentations, have slide designs that are mind-boggling, that are mind-busting, that will wow your audience, and you want to ace your presentation at school or project defense, you may want to check out our free PowerPoint masterclass course, which is also on the page, and also our membership channel, where you pay just something small, and then you can have exclusive access to our members only video. But that is if you want. If not, just on the main page, we also have a free PowerPoint masterclass tutorial over there. Now, like I said, this is the main channel. We also have another channel called My Science Tutorials for Kids. We have the main channel, which is My Science Tutorials, and then we also have one for kids. The one for kids, as you can guess, it's mainly kids content, from how to write alphabet A, B, C, D, and how to write 1, 2, 3, how to pronounce things, how to color, how to trace alphabet, and all that. They are all on that channel. And also stories for kids. Are you okay? Stories for kids, midnight stories, bedtime stories, adventure stories. All of them are on My Science Tutorial for Kids. So for your younger ones, you may want to refer them to My Science Tutorial for Kids. And for you yourself, you want to stay here at My Science Tutorials. But like I said, if you have any topic, if you have any question for me, leave it in the live chat or leave it in the video of any of the videos on the platform, and then I will get back to you on that. Amazing. All right, so Hausen, I hope to see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. GMT, where we delve more into some mathematics problems and a little bit of physics questions, right? I'll be blending the two tomorrow. Okay, so I hope to see you there. And then for the others who are also watching and you are not commenting, you are not testing in the live chat, you are just hiding and you are copying the answers to the problem. Okay, you are just there, keeping quiet and copy. Okay. It's good to be the silent one in the class, but hey, I don't know your face, you don't know my face, you don't need to be shy. Are you okay? And then your username, you can change your username to something else, like I am a student, I am something. Like, change your username to anything so you can easily interact, and then you don't feel shy. Are you okay? So the more we get engagement on the channel whilst I'm teaching, the more I'm inspired. Are you okay? So if I'm teaching and you guys are commenting in the live chat, it makes it more active and more lively. Are we okay? All right, beautiful. Yes. So that will be the end for today's stream. Thank you guys so much. It has been one tough week. I've been streaming from Monday all the way to today, Sunday. It's been tough, but it's been fun as well. I really enjoyed the sessions, and most of the students joining the whole of this week were amazing. They were replying to the messages. They were solving the problems. It was very amazing. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Right? So I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. GMT. We will be meeting right here on My Science Tutorials for another session of Shacking Hour, and then we will continue the whole week like that. Okay, so in the absence of any question, any live chats, and any suggestions, I will bring the stream to an end. So anyone wants to say any final words or any suggestions, any comments before we end? Okay, silence means concern. Okay, all right, guys, have a lovely evening and weekend. Tomorrow is Monday. We gotta go to work, so have a lovely weekend, and then I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. GMT tomorrow from Monday to Friday. All right, peace. Bye bye.